Yeah, it's a delicate conversation, to say the least. Isaac DeVere, great reporting. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, and notice Nikki Haley, when she said that yesterday, obviously a dig at Biden, but she said 75 and up, so that would include Trump.
Elder statesman here.
This whole talk about age makes me uncomfortable. I think it's the wrong road to go down. She says people, politicians or something are not in their prime. Nikki Haley isn't in her prime. Sorry. When a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s and maybe 40s.
What are you talking? Wait.
That's not according to me.
Prime for what?
It depends. I mean, it's just like prime. If you look it up, if you Google when is a woman in her prime, it'll say 20s, 30s, and 40s. I don't necessarily.
40s. Oh, I got another.
I'm not saying
decade.
I agree with that. So I think she has to be careful about saying that politicians aren't in their prime.
We need to qualify. Are you talking about prime for like childbearing, or are you talking about prime for being president?
What the facts are. Google it. Everybody at home. When is a woman in her prime? It says 20s, 30s, and 40s. And I'm just saying Nikki Haley should be careful about saying that politicians are not in their prime and they need to be in their prime when they serve, because she wouldn't be in her prime according to Google or whatever it is. Look, and you have to be careful because older people vote. Older people watch linear television, right? And so she has to be careful about turning off a certain constituency who may be her strongest set of supporters by saying
more old people vote than younger people.
Yes,
but I will
that's
say,
the point.
Age is a fair question. Remember we talked about how young Pete Buttigieg was, though? Like everyone said maybe he's not experienced enough when he was running. So I think it's a fair thing. And voters do have real concerns about Biden's age and Trump's age.
He has said that. He said, President Biden has said over and over and over that, you should be concerned about my age. And so and he actually has brought it up. But it just makes me uncomfortable when people try to use that as sort of a wedge issue. My mom is at 80 years old. I just gave her a surprise birthday party.
80 years young.
80 years
young. For those of us
who
know her.
Sharp. I mean, is she as physically strong as she once was? No. But mentally, she's sharp. Could she run the country? If she wanted to, I guess she could. But it just depends on the individual. So.
Having covered the Trump White House and the Biden White House, Caitlin, do you think, because part of Isaac's reporting that I thought was interesting is about, how much he'll be able to travel and endure all those flights cross country.
The campaign.
Do you think this campaign, if he runs, is going to look different? With more at the White House? Well,
and that's not my opinion. That's what I've heard from people inside the White House and allies of Biden's who think, a campaign is incredibly aggressive. It is really tough. When Trump was at the end of his 2020 campaign, he would do 2 or 3 rallies a day. Biden's was different because, he was taking the COVID precautions more seriously than Trump was. He was not traveling in that same way. And obviously that has changed. We're in a different time for this campaign. So it will look different. He'll be on the road, but I think he'll be using a lot of surrogates as well on the road for him.